On the evening of September 8, 1832, a man named Abner S. Barris, residing in a log shanty near Old Portage, boarded the canal boat Victory for a ride to his place. During the journey, an altercation arose as he accused the boatmen of stealing his wood and demanded payment. The situation escalated, leading to him being thrown into the water by the steersman named Hart Lepper. Enraged, Abner threatened retaliation on Lepper and vanished into the bushes towards his home. Later that night, he reappeared by the canal bank armed with a gun, confronting the steersman of another boat named Fair American. He claimed that the crew of the previous boat had stolen his wood, forced him off, and threatened him with a gun. He warned of retaliation, brandishing his firearm and ammunition. As the Fair American approached the lock below Old Portage, Barris raised his gun and fired a warning shot. The bullet pierced the neck of a 17-year-old horse driver named Nathan Cummins from Cleveland. Cummins immediately fell from his horse to the ground, dead. Barris was immediately pursued and apprehended while hiding near his shanty. He was taken to Akron and later brought before Justice Jacob Brown. He was then committed to the Portage County Jail in Ravenna on a murder charge. At the trial held during the May 1833 term, Barris faced accusations of deliberate and premeditated murder. He pleaded not guilty and opted for a trial in the Supreme Court scheduled to begin in early September. The Supreme Court for Portage County convened in Ravenna on September 2, 1833, with Judges Ebenezer Lane and John Wright presiding. Legal representation included Lucius Beers and Peter Hitchcock for the state, and Van Humphrey and Eben Newton for the defendant. A jury of 12 men from various towns heard the case, which lasted less than 2 days, with only 11 witnesses testifying. Barris did not deny the killing of the boy during the trial, but his attorneys used his mental condition for the murder.
It was not Barris, but it was whiskey that did it.
The defense counsel primarily aimed to lessen the charge to manslaughter. However, following Judge Lane's insightful guidance, the jury concluded with a second-degree murder verdict. Judge Lane promptly delivered the sentence to the prisoner.
Abner S. Barris, you have been found guilty by a jury of your own selection of murder. In most countries for this offense you would pay the forfeit of your life. But under the benign provisions of that section of the statute under which you are convicted, you do not forfeit your life, but the court judges you unworthy to associate with your fellow citizens any longer. This law leaves with the court no discretion. We have no alternative but to deprive you and your liberty for the remainder of your life. Your sentence is that you be taken hence to the penitentiary of the state of Ohio, and that you be there confined at hard labor for and during the remainder of your natural life.
No attempt was made to seek his pardon, and Abner Barris, who was 43 years old when convicted, completely atoned for the offense he committed while influenced by the embodiment of evil, the worst of all earthly demons. He served the state faithfully until his death on February 3, 1839, just 8 years, 4 months, and 5 days from the day he was imprisoned.